Hey, my wonderful Sagittarius placements. Christina here, Ginger Mama, coming at you with your extended month of January Tarotscope. My apologies that December was not posted. I've reevaluated how I'm doing this channel. So going forward, these are broken down by just your zodiac sign, and you can also look at your moon, your rising, your Venus placement, possibly if you have a stellium in your chart, 3 or more planets in one sign, you might want to tap in and hone in with that. Now, we're going to dive into this, okay? Like, I do not want to leave you hanging. 12:22 on my clock. 2:22 might be significant. Also, 1:23, 3:21, that countdown energy of like, are you ready to speak? Are you ready to communicate your truth? Are you ready to really decide what it is that you want? Okay. I feel like this just indecisive energy within you. When I was channeling for you, I kept seeing someone holding a lemon that had I don't know if this is a thing. I'm pretty sure you probably can do this with lemons, but that you can light like a little candle through a lemon. So it was like a carved out lemon that they're holding, and there's like a little flame. And you are fire sign energy, Sagittarius. I love it. I'm an Aries sun. I get it. But it's almost like you're like, the flame is almost gone. I don't understand. And I feel like you're being too nice to people. Okay, that's like the initial like download I'm getting is like you're being too nice. And this isn't to say you should be mean or cruel or anything like that, but it's like you're almost like over giving at this point, to a point where you might want to reflect and call back some of that energy and really reevaluate who you're being too nice to and who maybe you need to be a little bit nicer towards. Does that make sense? Also, lemons represent the human heart, love, light, and purifying our energy, as well as good fortune. Okay. So there's some great represented energy within the lemon there. But it does feel like because that lemon was carved out, because there was that tiny flame in there, that like you're burning a little bit too much at both ends. Which, by the way, also I normally this month I've been using my gold foil tarot for I think all of the readings, but when I got to you, Source wanted me to use this deck specifically, which is the same deck. I do have one extra Hangman card in here. That's it. And this deck also has some stamping prints from my children playing on it. So maybe you have children, maybe children are significant. Again, the back of this deck, they stamped it up, but I was kind of like, you really want me to use this one? It doesn't feel as formal. And again, that energy of maybe like, stop caring so much what everybody else thinks. Stop caring so much. If you want to do it in a certain way, if you want to change it up, you want to shake it up, do it. Okay? You don't have to be conformed or contorted or twisted into like doing it the way they want you to do it. They meaning whoever, a romantic partner, a work environment, whatever it might be. Okay? Because I feel like you are getting judgment reversed, a lot of criticism from all angles. It's breaking your heart and you feel very betrayed. Like you have a lot of people. I mean, this could be like cheating or lying in a relationship, but also it could just be a ton of people criticizing the way you do anything. It almost feels like the way you walk, talk, breathe is being criticized right now. And you're just like, stop criticizing me. Like I just said, it's like, you're like, oh, you're putting out my little flame that I was like trying so hard to like not burn too quickly, not burn too slowly, like that mutable sign energy that you hold, Sagittarius. And maybe especially with the holidays and that season with you, like you felt really overwhelmed or run down in some way. So let's begin with the astrology that occurred or is occurring in the month of January, and maybe that'll help you better understand what you're experiencing. Okay, we're gonna get through this. It's gonna be okay. All right. We have Venus in Aquarius. That transit started on the 2nd. It goes till the 26th. Venus is the planet of love and money. Okay, so a lot of people being called to reevaluate this. Also, Aquarius energy is about collective energy. We're about to enter Aquarius season on January 20th. So here just in about 10 days. All right. And so understand that that energy we're entering into is about how do we care and serve for the collective, but how do we also like navigate that into pockets that serve us, right? These are coworkers, these are friends, these are acquaintances, these are lovers, these are family members. Where do I want to place people? What is the importance level and what are my boundaries with each group? And this is a very big question. Some people get to a place where they're like, there's no boundaries. I just love everybody. I'm with everybody. I hook up with everybody. If that's the case and you like that, own that. Be like, I see everybody as a lover and a friend. Everyone's a sexual option. I don't care. That's what I'm going to do. Okay? Go for it. But you better own that right now. And if you're someone that's like, no, I see Aquarius energy as learning a lot of people, but in healthy, ways, then set boundaries with people who you feel like are invading that space in some way. Do you get what I'm saying? We did have a full moon in Cancer on the 6th, okay? That full moon in Cancer might have really rocked you too with that flame in that lemon cup, right? Where like your emotions were just overpouring and you're like, what is this? Or you felt like people around you were more emotional than usual. That water sign Cancer energy also calling us, it's cardinal energy, as is Capricorn season that we are still in right now in January. That movement forward, tying up loose ends, what is not working at work. We're exiting some retrograde periods that are very significant right now. We have Mars, the planet of passion and desire, that's been in retrograde since September 30 or October 30th, excuse me, through January 12th here in just a couple of days. That's ending. So anything, passion is not just sex and lust and love, everybody. Passion is also what lights your spirit on fire, what gets you excited for work every day, what makes you just jazzed, right? Do you need to incorporate more volunteer work, more community work, more authentic work that is not placed at like a monetary value? You're not just doing it for surface level value or gain within your social sphere or your work sphere. Do you get what I'm saying? So pay attention to that. Anything that's been stagnant, not working, why is that? Where are you lacking passion? That should pick up here in the next few days in January, and you're going to be feeling a little bit better. But make sure you learn the lessons in that retrograde period, okay? Make sure you learn lessons, especially if you were drained financially. King of Pentacles reversed and the Nine of Pentacles. If you were feeling like people were not committed to you as much as you were towards them, or they were not loyal or dependable or dedicated, get rid of them. They're not your people, okay? You're really overthinking right now. And you need to stop. You are accessing higher chakras. Many of you might be tapping in with third eye, dream, crown chakra activation, tingles on your head, this feeling of like rapid fire dreaming. If you're struggling with dreaming, definitely consider setting like a timer or something, going inward for a few minutes, even if it's just 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 22 minutes, whatever it is for you. Just unplug for a minute, lay down, be like, okay, I'm not going to try to do anything. If I fall asleep, great. If I have a dream, great. If I look at the sky and see a bird and it means something, great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Don't put pressure on yourself right now, okay? I hear those trains out there too, which is funny. I swear the trains, it's like every time I'm recording in my house, by the way. Yes, I live near trains, but like normally it's not so clear in my house in the winter time, okay? So maybe trains are significant for you in some way. Pick a sign. You don't have to have everything be your sign. For me, trains are always a sign to connect or tap in, or that I'm on the right path or the right track, or I need to really reevaluate. Pay attention to the frequencies with which those are, okay? I also do feel like sound frequencies, music might be significant for you. What are you listening to? Why? Are there channeled messages or downloads that Spirit is trying to send you? Are you listening to the rhythm of the music and the lyrics, or are you separating the two? Okay, there's some small awakenings coming towards you through music, through these things. All right, it just, it feels like a lot for you, Sagittarius, but it's gonna be okay. All right. You're gonna keep that flame burning, okay? The universe is trying to help you. They're like, we're not gonna let this flame burn. We're gonna keep it in this lemon. We got this, okay? That protection of your energy feels very important right now. Mercury is also exiting its retrograde period, which was in the sign of Capricorn, okay? Mercury retrograde happens roughly 3 to 4 times a year. This year it is mostly in Earth sign placements. However, as we exit 2023, about a year from now, a little bit less, we're going to be in the sign of Sagittarius with that Mercury retrograde. So that's fascinating for you to look forward to in the future. But Mercury is a sign of communication, how we do it. This can be technology, this can be travel, this can be documents at work, how we literally communicate with people. You might be like, no, I told you I had that, flight booked for you and then it didn't work out, or it wasn't what you thought. Or I thought I texted you that, good night, and someone's like, you haven't texted me in 48 hours, and you're like, I swore I sent that, That's normal in this period of time, okay? So review. Again, this transit ends on the 18th of January. So ask yourself, what came up for review? Was there tension at work? Was there tension in my romantic partnerships, with my family, with my children, whatever it might be? What came up for you? And how can you address this better? Okay? We're surrendering control here. We're not sitting here beating ourselves up over what we did or didn't do, but we are having to ask ourselves, were we trying to be too much in control when we needed to surrender a little bit more? And what lessons can we learn? Yeah, especially around finances. Wheel of Fortune upright. I feel like some of you had to surrender a lot of control around finances since October 30th. And the universe is like, it's going to spin in your favor. It's going to be just fine. Just make sure, though, you're balanced in how you're sharing that energy, okay? Time, emotional energy, communication, vulnerability, sexual energy, money, coin. It's all the same energy, everybody. It's all the same. And so the question becomes, if you're only focused on finances, you might have been struggling. And now the universe is like, no, tap into those emotions, tap into that volunteer part of it, tap into whatever you're being guided towards, spiritual work, whatever it is. Trust your intuition and go forward, even if it doesn't make financial sense to those around you, okay? You know intuitively that you're being guided in this direction, okay? So keep going. Again, that throat chakra, it feels so significant for you. I know you're my last reading of this, so like I have been talking a lot, but I do feel like that energy for you of like, you might be talking a lot, but like, what are you actually saying? 1, 2, 3, 4 on my clock, that countdown, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull back from speaking so much for a second, go inward and be like, am I too impatient with communication that I am receiving or that I am giving? Am I really tapped in and thinking through what the universe is trying to get me to do or not do? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, really tap in with that right now, okay? You are a mutable sign placement, so you can go very quickly forward, that cardinal energy, or you can be very pulled back into that fixed sign energy. This also is based on your entire astrology chart, everybody, so look it all up. But pay attention to that, okay? January 20th, we hit Aquarius season. Again, that Venus is still in Aquarius till the 26th. So those 6 days especially are going to be extra highlighted. How are you serving the collective, or how are you hindering the collective? We have the devil here, the 6 of Pentacles reversed. If you are not equally giving and taking in your finances, in your spiritual work, in any work that you do, if you're obsessed with image, with fame, with fortune, with lust, with sex, whatever it is, you got to lay that down. Ask yourself why you are. What are you here to learn in your soul, right? And how can we take that and maneuver it into a healthy way? How can we take that devil card and make it more about obsession with like service to the collective, but also knowing that when we give to the collective, we also therefore in return receive it upon ourselves. Love is not the focus right now, okay? I know that's what you're waiting on, right, Sagittarius? You're like, what about love? What about love? You keep talking about work. 2 of Cups reversed. I'm sorry. Something is not balanced in your romantic partnerships right now. Whether you're not giving enough, or you're not getting what you want, or you feel like it's all sexually driven, or there's addictions in the way, whatever it might be, it is stalled out, the Fool reversed. And frankly, I feel like there's not going to be much forward movement this month with that, except for you to determine what you do and do not want. Now, I would not make a rash decision about a relationship till at least after the 18th, with Mercury in retrograde still till the 18th, okay? But as we approach this new moon energy on January 21st in Aquarius, pay attention. How are you feeling? Are you feeling more run down with this person? Have you sought clear communication? Reflect on any communication since right after Christmas and ask yourself, okay, what do I desire? What do I want? I'm going to communicate that. If someone ghosts me, runs from me, refuses communication, refuses clarity or truth, then that's my sign to pull away. Death. That's my sign to kill the connection. That's my sign this person's not leveling up like I am. That is my sign that this relationship has run its course. And I know that's so uncomfortable, I know. But at some point, you're going to get to a place, especially if you have not released with that full moon on the 6th, that energy. And now you're approaching, those darn trains again, you're approaching the new moon. And you still haven't addressed that elephant in the room with your connection with somebody. You're going to be so uncomfortable. You're going to be energetically just like, I don't understand. What do I do? Every time we're uncomfortable in our physical vessel, anxiety, depression, exhaustion, shakiness, whatever it is, there's a reason. Source is like, you're not doing the action, whether that's going towards a connection or away from a connection. You're not breaking the chains there. And I know it's painful because you're like, I don't want to fight with them. I love them. I did. But you got to keep your guard up a little bit. This sword upright, swords upright in tarot always mean truth. Swords downright can mean deception, lies, deceit. Have you lied to someone? Have you not been fully honest? Or are they doing that to you? Right? Really tap in right now, okay? And get clear. Do I want this? Do I not? Okay? I love all of you, but I do feel like this is a month that is more focused on your career and the collective at large. Yeah, and you slowing down when it comes to love. You slowing down when it comes to forcing things in your life, Sagittarius. That flame is still burning, but it's small in that vision I had. And you want to keep that flame going, okay? Because once that flame extinguishes, you can always put it back, but it's much harder to fully do. So whether this is a relationship, your work, or your own inner self, or all three, really ask yourself, what do I need to do? Do I need to continue carrying this forward, or do I need to speak a truth to say this is done and blow it out? Okay? Whatever's not serving you right now, the universe is forcing you into a corner to say you've got to make a choice. All right? So I love you guys. I do feel like there's like another card here. Yeah. Anger too coming up. And again, lustful energy. King of Wands reversed, Judgment reversed. Get clear here. If someone is all in this sexual energy or feeling super angry, ask yourself why. Are you being self-critical of yourself? Is someone being critical of you? What is going on? I feel like you keep trying to ignore this. Surrender to that feeling of like, yeah, I'm not fulfilled in this connection. Yeah, I'm angry because of work or a relationship or whatever it is. Yeah, I feel criticized. Channel that anger in a healthy way, okay? Shake the water bottle, punch the pillow, journal about it, write, cry. Really get clear here and really use that energy, especially music. Music feels so significant for you right now, okay? And also, I love music if you're trying to channel, I'm an Aries, okay? I'm a fire sign, I get it, Sagittarius, but if you're trying to channel things like anger or rage in any way, in a healthy way, I love music by Dax, D-A-X. He has wonderful music surrounding relationships, addictions, anything. It is rap music, but it is my favorite rap music. This guy's incredible. But yeah, it helps if you can channel in that way. You've got to channel this to be able to unblock the throat chakra, to be able to really speak your truth, okay? It feels like you know what you want to say, but you cannot find the words. And the universe is like, do this with me. Do this in union with me, okay? So I love you, Sagittarius. You got this. If you need anything, you can find me on TikTok. I have content over there, Ginger Mama LLC, or on Instagram at Ginger Mama, and also my website, gingermama.com, to book a personal reading with me. Happy to discuss any of this with any of you. But yeah, that throat chakra really feels significant this month. Do the deep work so that going forward throughout the year, you're able to speak with confidence and grace and power in a way that is not from a place of anger or criticism, okay? I love you guys. I'll see you back in the month of February.